Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. It's Cierra, and this video is just going to be a quick writing recap. I was gonna do like a write with me. I ain't got time to be filming all that, okay? I don't even have to I don't even have the energy to write, so I'm not even gonna try to fake it, okay? I'm just not. But I got an idea, a really cool idea. I think it's a really cool idea. To like have videos for you guys. And it'd be like roughly like 30 minutes, and it's really just music, and it breaks up when it comes to your writing. So because I do have videos on like, oh, how to write a character, how to start off. I think I have a video like that, but just like do it like that, kind of break it up. So like there'll be a video with some music and a few pointers when it comes to plotting, so you can just watch that video, listen to the music, and plot for 30 minutes and try to make that into like a playlist for you guys. So when it comes to like building the book and working on it and writing it, you can do that, listen to some music, get some points, like it'll be like pop up on a screen. I'm gonna make it real cute, okay? That's my whole plan. So if you're a writer, hopefully this sounds very intriguing to you. It's not gonna be bombarding you with write with me's, but still helping you write while I write, but you just don't know it. I'll be writing too. I'm gonna hold myself accountable, okay? But yeah, like do it like that. So like do it like a video where it comes to like 30 minutes of plotting with different things to think about, with some music and like some minutes so you can write. Then the next video would be like character development, breaking down what things to think about with writing a character. Plus some music, some time for you to build it, so it breaks it up like that. And so literally, so when you're writing, or if you have an idea, you could just go strictly to that video of what you're doing and just do that. So kind of breaks up the whole process of writing, because the process of writing is ridiculously long. There's so many moving parts, but at least like having a direct video that you can reference and know that this is the time to do it. So it kind of breaks it up. Hopefully it helps those who have ADHD. Maybe that'll help you. If it's like, this video is for plotting, so this is my time to plot my book. This video is for character development. This is the time to develop my characters. So if it helps you, hopefully this sounds like a really good idea. If you like it, please drop some brown hearts in the chat, something, or the writing emoji thing. Either one is great. But that's just an idea that I have for you guys, instead of doing like a write with me, because your girl be struggling, okay? I be losing inspiration real fast. And the times I do write, I don't be recording, because it's like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I'm writing and I'm gonna go to bed. So I'm not like bringing my tripod upstairs or anything like that. So yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and pull up my stats so far. I use TrackBear. I just started using TrackBear this year, and it's been interesting so far. I have heard about it before, prior to this year. I just never got around to like actually using it. Or I think one time I did try to use it, I didn't like it. But this has helped me a little bit when it comes to like writing, because I don't do NaNoWriMo. That upsetted me. But also what upsets me when it comes to writing is having writing goals. And so that's why I don't have a writing goal this year. I'm not trying to be like, I need to write 1,000 words each day, because that's not gonna work for me. Because there are a lot of days where I'm like, I just don't want to write. I want to listen to music, or I want to read Substack articles. Like I want to read 15 Substack articles, write comments on there, or write my own Substack articles, or literally watch Degrassi if I'm in one of those days, okay? Like I'm not always in the mood to write my book. I'm just not. I feel like that's just, it makes me feel like a machine when it comes to using that kind of terminology and how to do that. Sometimes it works. It works for other people, but for me, it doesn't work. I feel like a machine. It feels like I have to do it, and if I'm not doing it, then I have a lot of self-hate, and I'm not doing that. Okay, so starting off, when I first started doing TrackBear, I had about like 6,000 words, roughly 6,126, and within January I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait. I wrote 5 times, and really roughly altogether, I don't know how many words that is. Let me It's a lot of words actually. From 6,000, because I started off at 6,126 words, and by the end of the month I finished at 11,588 words. So that's upwards of what, like 5,000 words, more than that. That's a lot of words for me, especially because this is a novella, so it's not going to be super long either. My max is 40K when it comes to a novella. I did the research. I really, like, in my notebook, I have down exactly like how many words each type of story should be, like what its max is. Also, I have my breakdown from Save the Cat story, Matt. You know, like when it comes to like the story beats. So literally, yeah, I'm just gonna show it to you. Yeah, the amount of words each one is, and then the projects. So then I know what each project, how long that should be, and not to go over that. So then I have to be really concise with what I write and how I write it. You know, obviously I can go back and edit things and change things up, obviously, but just knowing the cap max to it helps me a lot. So then when it comes to like the ending of it, I don't feel like I'm cutting too much, because then I have always kept that in mind. And so then when I do edit, it's like just a little refining, and if it's under, that's fine, but that's my max. I can't do more than that. So I think that's really helpful. So yeah, generate upwards of 5,000 words. That's really great for me. That's very solid. In February, I wrote another 5 times, on the 9th, 16th, 18th, and 25th. And from the 11,000 words, I am now up to 18,000 words. So that's an additional roughly like 7,000 words for a month. That's pretty fantastic for me, because I used to do like a lot less than that. Even with NaNoWriMo, it wasn't fun. I always just felt like I wasn't achieving that goal thingy, and I hated it. So like my graph, like there is like some stability, but I'm fine with that because it's still the new year. This country is in shambles. This world is in shambles. So I'm allowed for things to take some time, but also because in February I read a lot of books, heavy books. So I got a lot of like Substack ideas. I also just been writing more on Substack. I have like other posts that I've done on there too. So there's a lot of things that have been occupying my dome, okay? I've also been getting a lot of ideas for like my YouTube channels, for my main YouTube channel when it comes to like my content for like Degrassi, how I want to move forward on the channel, because I finally got monetized on the first channel. So I was trying to figure out like membership things, if anybody wanted that. I have it all figured out. It's all up there. If somebody does the membership, great. If not, cool. But I still need to hold myself accountable to making that content if somebody does, but also just because I want to anyway. So I just have to really I have a lot on my plate as a creative. So I'm a little bit all over the place. And then also trying to get my life back together with having a job again. There's certain things I need to buy, like my glasses. These glasses, y'all, if y'all could see, I don't know if y'all can see, y'all will not be able to see. But the inside of my glasses, it's actually the outside. It's the film. The film is coming off. So it's really scratchy. It's very messy. It always looks dirty all the time. So yeah, like the inside, I can't even read the number on the inside. Like the number is almost gone. I need new glasses. I've had these glasses since I started my old job, and I was there for like what, 2 years? Yeah, so this is going on 4 years, because I was unemployed for roughly a year. Yeah, for a year. So 4 years. I've had these glasses for 4 years. I need a new pair. So I was over here bothering my mom. I'm like, because my mom bought glasses online before, and I've always been interested in that, but I never thought like with my prescription, if the price would move up, because literally on Zillow, this is not sponsored whatsoever, I wish. But their glasses, like the actual frames, are less than 30 bucks. I was like, what the? I was like, maybe with my prescription, it will go up to like $100 and some dollars. My mom's like, no, it doesn't do that. I'm like, so now I'm over here. I'm like, okay, I need to get new glasses. And then I'm going to the gym more. And then I saw some sets. I'm like, I want to do some different sets. I want to do something different with just like my gym attire with my with going to the gym and how I move, like, and then also thinking it's like, do I want to lose weight? Am I just trying to maintain weight? I'm also trying to move my body as best as possible, trying to see how strong I can get. Also try to eat better. There's so many things. So I feel like writing is just one aspect of my entire life, and I'm just all over the place. I'm like, I need to get back to doing my nails. I haven't done my nails in so long because I haven't had a job and I haven't been anywhere either. So my skincare is terrible right now. Well, it's better now, but I want to get all this hyperpigmentation gone. So there's that whole thing. Then it's like trying to figure out if I need to go get it's like a specific facial, and that costs like $100 per session. I'm like, oh my god, everything costs. And then I gotta go get my wisdom teeth taken out. It's always something. So I feel like writing is just a part of this chaos. So I'm always constantly thinking of something. And then the times where my brain is turned off, someone's like, what are you thinking? I'm like, I'm actually thinking of nothing right now. And I do not want to think about anything. like, please don't make me think about something. And also, I don't know what to watch. I don't know what to eat. Someone else to make the decision for me. I don't know, okay? I don't want to answer any questions. Just let me rot, okay? Like, leave me be. Leave me in peace, okay? Like, in February, there was a week I was sick. Then I had my cycle. And then my body was extremely sore from the gym. I'm just a mess, okay? But getting to the things that I did publish on Substack so far. Let's go back to January. So I did post 4 posts in January. I try to do like one a week, but now I've just been writing a lot more because I just want to write more in the moment. So I did one on The Woman in Black because the reviews on that movie pissed me off. I just did another post of just like inspiration takes many forms, and I couldn't keep up. So that's like my 2024 review reflection. I did a thing on the Black horror experience. So like Black horror in essence tied to like the darkness of like of being Black. So like the racism, the systematic racism. So Tiffany D. Jackson, like mainly those books, like that type of thing. That's what I'm really talking about in there. And also like the reformatory. Yeah. And I did a post called The Couple That Could Never Be and what that meant for us growing up. So like that first love and those feelings of first love and the struggles of first love, the insecurities. And this is all from Never Have I Ever. I love the show. I still love the show. I rewatch it all the time. It's one of my comfort shows. And there's just so many themes that come up in the show and a lot of different just like a lot of lessons from this show. It is like a teen show, but I feel like there's a lot of lessons, especially for young adults, even older adults too, and also just a time for reflection where you're like, ooh, I was just as messy. Yeah, I get where that's coming from. I can get why she's doing that. And also like maybe like, do I still do that? Like it's just like a lot of reflection. For February, I did 6. One of them is a short story. I actually, like I said, I started to do like membership stuff. So on Substack, I never knew what to put for like the paid membership option. My mom and my Grandma Mary just pay out of pocket anyway. My Grandma Mary literally was just like, I'll just pay for a year. I'm just like reading your stuff. I'm like, thanks. My mom's like, I got you, girl. I'm like, thanks, Mom. But I wanted to have some stuff there. So if more people want to do it, I'll have short stories and I'll have like posts specifically just for those in my paid Substack, and they'll get like their own separate videos from here on this channel too. So it's kind of like an integration of that. So I just been trying to formulate different ideas on how to like cross promote, cross post, integrating this with my Substack, because I talk about reading and writing, and I also write on Substack, so I should talk about Substack on here and like really this stuff back on my Substack, just connecting all that kind of stuff. That's what I just been like in my head about. I did a post on the problems in the book community, because a lot of this stuff is personal. A lot of these issues in this book community are extremely personal. I'm gonna need y'all to read that, because it really is. a lot of it is individual issues and people need to go to therapy. Because why are you making it our problem? That sounds like something for you to solve. Thank you. I did a post on The Soul of Music Runs Deep. So just how I connect with music, and just how everyone connects with music differently. Everyone connects to different music. Not everybody listens to the same music. Like, I'm not a hip hop person. I don't listen to rap. And it's not like, I don't like it. It's nothing like that. It's just, I feel like my spirit doesn't connect with it. Like, there's some songs I listen to that I connect with, and it's because it's like a piece of history. Like, my mom loved Slick Rick. Okay, so Story Time, I know that song by heart. And if I hear it, I'm not story time. Wow, I literally forgot the name of the song that fast. But I know that song by heart. There's some rap songs I like bop to a little bit, but I just don't listen to rap and hip hop. Personally, it's not something I connect to. But I do, and it's not like, oh, I don't connect to Black artists. I do connect to Black artists. I connect to Black artists of other music styles, so more like rock, more pop, more indies sounding music. So like, I got into like Jay Stevens. She's more pop, and I've never heard of her before, but her music slaps. Love it. I listen to like soul music, like older music, because I'm terrible when it comes to finding new artists and actually listening to them, because y'all come out with a new artist every 10 seconds and I can't keep up. And then I'll try to listen to a song, or I'll be like, I'm gonna try to listen to like SZA. I still haven't listened to SZA. No hate or no actual reason. I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't know what to tell you. I just haven't. It's nothing personal. I just haven't. And so when Duran Bernard won his Grammy, I was like, wow, okay. They're like, oh yeah, his music's like very soulful. Like, I heard people talking about it on Threads. And I was like, you know what? We're going to do better this time, girl. Let's actually listen to his music. Because I had seen him through Club One Bed before. He was DJing. I thought he was just a DJ. I never thought to look to see if he actually does music. That's something that I didn't know. So found out he does music. His music slaps. I'll be listening to more. I'm anticipating more. So now I'm like, okay, now let me branch out to other artists I haven't listened to in a while. So like, I'll finally get to SZA. Like just doing that, because I love Umi. Umi, she is biracial. She is black and Japanese, and I love her music. It's very light. It's very spiritual, and I feel extremely light and happy. I feel like my chakras align. I feel clear-headed when I listen to her music. So like, I'm always looking for those kind of feelings when I connect with different artists and different music. Like, I need to, my soul just feels good. Like, it feels right for me to listen to their music. So I'm just looking for more of that in other artists. So I found like other alternative artists to listen to. Like, I love the Paradox. Love them. As someone who is still in that emo phase, because it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle, I love the Paradox. I started to listen to Meet Me at the Altar. I've gotten into a little bit of their music. Just like that. Like, I actually saw a post on Instagram from a page that popped up. It was just like alt black music, and it had all different like alternate black artists on there. I was like, ooh, some more people to discover and listen to. Nice. Okay. I got some range. Like, I love flow. Like, there's artists I already listen to. I don't branch out. Okay, that's just a personal problem I have. I did a post on New Year, New Mindset. So pretty much like me not having goals. I did a post called I Don't Have to Hug You, because this was something that was tied to it was something that I saw on my Threads. It just popped up. Like, my Threads is very secure, okay? I don't get a whole bunch of nonsense. If I do, me and that not interested button are best friends, okay? That's my twin. I will not interest, and I'll block somebody in a second. I'm like, I don't like it. Even if like one of my favorite people will tag something, I will go to the original page and I'll block it, so I don't ever see that again. and I blame you. Don't bring that to my side of the threads. Like, especially if it's like Rap House, if it's anything like Shade Room, I will go to that page, block it, and then don't get your behind blocked. Don't bring that to my side of the threads. Keep that all the way over there. Keep that far away from me, because I don't care. I don't want that. I don't want that energy. Keep it far away from me. And so something about Summer Walker ended up on my feed. And it was the fact that Summer Walker doesn't like to hug people. Like, it was a fan that did a dance with her, and they wanted to hug her at the end, and Summer Walker didn't hug them, and so they were offended. And Summer Walker did the whole like video like apologizing and saying that she only hugs her family. And it pissed me off so much, because I'm like, why does not only a celebrity have to hug you, but also why are y'all expecting a Black woman to hug you? Why? And this is what I say, like, when it comes to being to be an activist in several different ways. This is how I'm an activist, because why does a Black woman have to be this loving, light person who's accepting, always nurturing? Leave us alone. We don't have to hug you. We don't have to hype you up. We don't have to be your best friend. We don't have to like you. Leave us alone. She doesn't have to hug anybody if she doesn't want to. But people get in their feelings, especially when a Black woman doesn't hug you, because they're like, oh, Black women are supposed to be nurturing, which also pissed me off about this thing that palm-colored moms are telling their kids, if you're ever lost, find a Black woman. Absolutely not. That's between you and your child. Why is your child not in your sight? Leave me out of it. I've worked in childcare for 10 years. These kids are not my responsibility anymore. Unless if I was in the room with them, I'm their teacher, I'm supposed to watch them, yes. But outside of that, do not expect me to do anything for your child. I am not your mammy. I'm not your nanny. No. If your child is lost, you need to teach your child to go to law enforcement. Since y'all like to call the police so much, have them figure that out. It happened to me. Not necessarily to the police, but literally, I was in a Walmart when I was younger. My mom loves to tell me this story, and I love to tell this story. Apparently, because I was having a tantrum, because I saw another kid have a tantrum and get away with it. I thought I was gonna be able to do it. My mom went to the next aisle over, and she just stayed in that aisle, but I was freaking out. And we had those little IDs back then, because I lived in DeKalb, and so we had the little IDs, and literally, you just hear over the intercom at Walmart, you just hear, Cherie Howard, please come get your daughter. Cherie Howard, please come get your daughter. And my mom told me, and I bet you won't do it again. Like, that type of thing. Teach your children how to go to proper people who can help them. But also in this world, people are scary and messy and make it harder. But why you gotta rely on me? Why you gotta rely on Black women to do it? I'm not doing it. I don't have to hug you. I don't have to help you. I ain't gotta look at you. I ain't gotta hold the door. I ain't gotta hold your child. Leave me alone. Because I've seen that post. I've seen a post like that before too, where it was like a baby was crying and was reaching out to a Black woman, and so she took the baby and held the baby. Why? Why? That's your baby. That's your problem. Like, cute moment, whatever, but still, why? Leave us alone. Leave us alone. That's why I said in that little sub thing, I said, I don't have to hug you, and why Black women don't owe anyone a damn thing, because we don't. Leave us alone. Okay? Thank you. Like, I don't rock with that. I don't owe nobody a darn thing. And my first post from the month was learning their stories one piece of art at a time. And this was mainly part of my side of failing Black girl thing on Substack. And I labeled it like this because there's a lot of media, Black media, that I am not privy to. I've never seen or read or knew about. That's just because not like I grew up in like I don't read anything Black mentality because I grew up listening to Taylor Swift. Nothing like that. I was just deeply depressed. deeply depressed in my own head and in my own world. So like literally, this was my bubble. Nothing was coming through that bubble really. Like that's how I was. Like I was watching everything on MTV. I was watching things on Nickelodeon. I was watching things on Disney Channel. I was never on social media. I didn't even have Facebook till I could have Facebook. I got my Facebook at 16 when you're supposed to be on Facebook. I didn't know anything about fan fiction, to be quite honest. I was on one fan fiction site. I don't even know what the site was. It wasn't fanfic and it wasn't AO3. I was not in those spaces, so I have no idea. I had no idea what anything was. I had seen a few Black movies. I've consumed Black content. Like the stuff that I've seen is stuff that I've gotten from the people around me, and they didn't show me everything. And this is not to be like, this is their fault that I didn't know, blah, 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 blah. It's not their fault. They showed me what they could bring in and what they taught me, okay? That's how we consume things, especially as a Black community and as kids. You learn about your Black culture from what the Black community around you, the Black adults, provide for you. And so there's going to be information that you do not know that you learn like later on as you like get older. So my bubble was very small. So I didn't know anything about Toni Morrison. I'm sorry. I didn't know anything about Toni Morrison. I didn't know anything about Zora Neale Hurston. Nothing. The school system also didn't help either. I knew a little bit about Malcolm X. I knew a little bit about Martin Luther King Jr., just enough that they taught us. And it wasn't like I never felt like I never wanted to learn more. I just was like, okay, cool. I was a bit of a dummy. I was a good kid. I wasn't like extremely smart. Like I wasn't a genius. I was just good in school. I was good at doing what I was supposed to do. I also didn't speak. I really didn't talk in school either. Like even teachers would tell my mom all the time, Sierra's a really good student. She just doesn't talk much. She seems very shy. I just never felt the need to say anything because it's like, why? I don't need to be the loudest voice in the room. I don't. Half the time, I don't think y'all care. Because the second I speak up, everybody in the room want to talk. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to shut up. So I just always kept to myself. I kept my opinions to myself. I kept my interests to myself. So I never really branched out. So Failing Black Girl is my space for me to step out of that and learn more. Like in high school, I was part of the African American Culture Club. That's where I learned about Marcus Garvey. I watched Hotel Rwanda and became really pissed about that. Like that's going to high school. I went to high school in a predominantly Black area. I went to a Chicago public school. It's technically selective enrollment, but it's Chicago public school, really. Just to be quite honest. And that's where I learned more, being in that environment that I had never been in before. I learned more and I got pissed off really, really fast by a lot of the things I was learning. I said, oh, okay. And I still kept a lot of things to myself, but there were some things I did talk out loud in class. And that was in one of my history classes with my Black teacher who was very proud of like being like a poet. So he came up with rhymes to help us understand certain things, like different topics and different vocabulary terms. Like suffrage is the right to vote. Suffrage is a privilege that many citizens covet. Where citizens vote for their leaders, it is known as a republic. Like that's what he did. That's how he ingrained the knowledge in us. Like that's how he did it. And that's how I learned. And the fact that I was able to rattle that off, he did a damn good job. But in that class, that's when I spoke the most. Because there was a kid in there who was pissing me off too. So I had more to say. And so that's why I started to branch out more. And so, and then going to college and taking certain classes and even learning more. Because I've always been the type of person who was just very realistic and very much like, I know exactly where people, I know what to expect from people. I was also very cynical and realistic. So I never was like, oh my God, white people are amazing and Black people are bad. I was like, no, I know what it is. I may not know like the facts along the way. I may not know like certain histories like Lanier. I didn't know about that until I started like watching like YouTube videos and doing a little bit more doing more research on it. But I've always been very realistic of when it came to like what life is like for us Black people. I've always been very privy to that. Like that's pretty obvious. It's not hard. I'm a very observant person. I've always have been. Just because I didn't speak on it It wasn't the fact that I didn't know it. I knew it. And so when taking classes in college and learning even more information, I said, oh, okay. It was just gathering more evidence behind my ideas of why a lot of people sucked and why us Black people, sometimes we also suck and we create our own problems too, because we literally are a culture, we're a community that also has its own separate issues within our own Black community. And so learning different information and learning all these different things and how we end up with all these different beliefs and ideas and misogynoir and everything like that, everything tying together, I said, this is why we're fucked. Got it. And so Failing Black Girl is just like me watching Waiting to Exhale, reading books I never read before, reading Bluest Eye, reading Toni Morrison's Backlog, and learning more, and not so much of like realizing, oh yeah, this is why we're all fucked, but just learning more in a positive way now and being less cynical about it. So that's really what I'm doing for myself. And yeah, that's really the journey of my writing and self-discovery, and my journey to be a better version of myself, a more knowledgeable person. So yeah, when I read heavy books like this is why. And I know like I'm traumatizing myself, but this is why. It's to take in the information and not to be extremely cynical, but just more understanding, and understanding a lot more like the different layers, like reading Malcolm X's speeches, and the certain things that he does mention and how it still pertains today. And all just like all encompassing different things. So like I read On Sunday She Picked Flowers. So talking about generational trauma, even though it is a fictional book, it still has a lot of huge aspects of reality when it comes to for us as a Black community and for generational trauma that we have. It could be between like a different family line, because my family, I'm not sure what our trauma line looks like. And that's also something that I'm doing, is because I am a spiritual person, I'm talking to my ancestors. I don't know if they're talking back. Some of them do. Sometimes they do. Like sometimes like I'll get like something, I'm like, look at a little information. Like the first time when I set up my altar and I started to actually talk to my ancestors, I heard "Cover Your Head, Baby." I'm like, ain't no way that's coming from somebody in my side of the family. Because from what my own research of like doing ancestry, DNA, and just like looking up like family members, my family line is very Christian. Like they actually have a church. I'm like, okay. All right, I guess I'm the one that's got to break the spell, apparently. But like hearing somebody say, "Cover your head, baby," I said, now how far back is that? Who, like, like it just brought up different things like that. It makes me want to like learn more. And so I'm just gonna do more research on that, and I'm just curious. So that's really just what my writing journey is. My writing journey is really just encompassed in my life and what I'm doing and how I'm progressing as a human, what interests me, what things I want to talk about. Like I did a post called "Reality TV is Black Humiliation, Period," because it is. You don't need a whole essay for that. It is. But just doing that type of thing, I feel like that's what really is tied all together for me when it comes to my writing, who I am, and how I want to move forward in the world, as long as the world stays intact at somewhat capacity, okay? Because I don't know how long we're gonna make it, y'all. I don't know. But until the world ends, I'm gonna keep doing me, and I'm gonna keep progressing, writing, becoming a better version of myself. And then when the time comes, I'd rather be first. I'll be like, just end it. Just make it quick. I just want to go out real quick. I'm not going to be here in the aftermath of a war. No. I don't want to be here for that. I don't want to be here for like the desolation and everything like that. I want to be out. Get me out of it. I don't want to be here with that. Okay, I don't want to stick around for the having to re-resurrect everything. Do not leave me in the ash of the world. No, thank you. Because I would not make it. Okay. If you like this video, be sure to like it, comment below what your writing journey is like, or if you have any questions for me. Yeah, maybe I should do a Q&A at some point. I don't know. Some people watch these videos, some people don't. Even though I have like 60 subscribers, there's like 10 of you guys that watch. I don't know what's going on with the algorithm. I don't know what to do, but if this reaches you, fantastic. And until next time, stay magical. Bye.